parenting is a tough job and you will take any help that you can get, right? Today I'm going to share with you how connecting with your angels will help you with the difficult task of parenting. Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm your guide to learn to communicate directly with your angels and find your unique life purpose. Join me on my next free masterclass on how to connect with your angels. You can sign up at the link below, and please subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with these weekly inspirational and spiritual videos. So you have a team of guides or angels, and so does your child or children. You are energy, you are a soul. And the more that you see your child as a soul, as a force of energy, just as you are, just as our angels are, it will help you to have a bigger picture perspective. Now, when your child is younger than the age of 14, you are more spiritually responsible for them, especially when they're in the first 7 years, especially when they're in the first 3 years. Okay, so that level of responsibility that you have for your child slowly gets less and less as they get older. And then by around age 14, they truly become their own independent soul. It doesn't mean that you don't have a relationship with them. Of course you do, and you still want to be there and back them. But there's a level of responsibility that you have for your child when they're too young to be able to make their own decisions, etc. Right? You're really creating their life for them in those early years. And so at that time, you actually have extra backing from your angels and your child's angels to help you make clear decisions. By the way, too, if you're pregnant right now, you will feel extra backing and extra energy from your child's guides, because it's like having that extra team with you, supporting you in building that physical life force, and also the spiritual contracts and purpose that child has come to fulfill. So that's why, a pregnant woman just has this natural glow about her. And I remember when I was pregnant, I definitely felt that. Not all the time, because morning sickness, and then in those, last few weeks, you're like so huge, you can't stand it. But overall, spiritually, there was a lot of extra backing. And I remember when I was pregnant, I actually manifested some amazing things to help me to set up financially for the child to come in, and in other ways as well. But as far as parenting your child with the help of your angels, here's some tips that can help you. So you can ask that child's angels questions as long as it is in your business to know. So I remember when my son was younger, I was choosing a preschool for him. And I'm a little picky about education. I don't like some of the schools and the preschools. But I really wanted to put my son in the school that would be best for him. And not just my preference, but truly what was spiritually aligned. So this is a distinction that's really important to make. You might have your own preferences, your own likes and dislikes, and things that you think would be best for the child. And some of that may be accurate, but some of it may not be. And that's a humbling thought. But there are things that your child has come to do spiritually that maybe haven't even been invented yet, you're not aware of yet, but that child's angels want to help him or her to be set up to fulfill their unique life purpose in this lifetime. And even experiences in the very early years, like in the first 3 or 4 years of life, can be very impactful for that child and what they're learning. So it's really beneficial to get that bigger picture perspective that the child's angels have, that may not, or maybe or may not be exactly what you would think would be the best thing to do. So it's that thing of getting out of your own way. And honestly, this applies in your own life too. But it's even more important, I would say, when you're parenting. So with that example I was bringing up with the preschool, I had 5 different preschools that I was choosing from to enroll my son in. And so I asked his angels to come close to me, and I asked which would be the most beneficial choice for Liam. right? And what I'm referring to here is a method of asking direct questions that you can learn in my Communicate with Angels online course. So if you haven't done that, I highly recommend it, because you're going to learn a tool that makes asking direct questions so quick and instant, and you'll get that immediate confirmation and answers to your questions. A situation came up recently with my son where he was having a really hard time with his 4th grade teacher. He had just started 4th grade and he didn't like his teacher, and he was really upset about some things that were going on in the classroom. And I freaked out, as a parent sometimes does, and I decided I wanted him to change math classes, and I was thinking about all these drastic measures that I wanted to do to remove my son from the situation that was causing him stress. It seems like that's a nice thing to do. However, when I checked in with his angels and asked them what they advise, they said that it would be better for him to work through these difficulties rather than me taking him out of the situation. So when I asked if it was best to have him change math classes, I got no, keep him where he is. Because his angels know that he is learning something from this situation. It's remembering that there is really no such thing as good and bad, right and wrong. We might perceive that that was a bad situation, that Liam was feeling upset and stressed, yet it's not really bad, it's just a learning opportunity. And he can learn how to navigate that and create habits and traits within himself to deal with those kind of things that happen again, if they happen again. Because let's face it, as you get more into high school and college, stressful situations at school are going to happen. So I was advised by his angels to be equipped to handle that situation. Okay, so basically what you're doing is, first of all, you ask, is it in my best interest to ask my child's angels this question? And you might get a yes and you might get a no. If it's a no, then you just need to leave it alone, okay? Because most of the time, we don't interfere with anyone else's free will. We don't ask questions about other people. Your young child is really the only exception to that because of that spiritual responsibility that you have for their well-being, okay? So first of all, ask permission to even ask the question. And then, just ask, hey, what I do is I say, Liam, because I only have one child, but whatever child that you're working with, you'd say, can his or her angels come close to me? And then proceed to ask the question to those guides just as you would to your own helpers. You can also ask for keywords to clarify a situation. And I have some videos on this YouTube channel to show you how to get words and messages from your angels. So I'll link that in the card right here. And it's that same process. Ask permission to go into that child's spiritual life, and then ask the question with the intention that you're communicating with your child's angels rather than your own. And it's as simple as that. And you are going to get some perspectives from guidance who have that bigger picture that you probably would never have on your own. So it's really, really beneficial. And you might also get some inklings about what is your child's purpose? What have they come to do? What are the areas that they need to get involved in? And again, a lot of this is getting out of your own way and your own preferences. Because when I was a child, I was a competitive gymnast and I was very serious about it, and I went to training 5 days a week. And so there was a part of me that wanted my child to be very competitive and dedicated to sport like I was. However, Liam is not that way. He loves soccer. He's been trying basketball lately. He loves learning new things, but he doesn't want to be very competitive and serious about sport. And so when I checked in with my angels about that, or his angels as well, they shared with me that that's not what he's come to do this lifetime. His vibration is experiencing lots of different things, but not dedicating himself to one sport yet, because sport is not the lead into his purpose. He's going to be working with other things. right? And every situation is different. Every child is unique. Every child is different. So I'm not telling you that what you're going to get from your angels is anything like what I've been sharing. It's just examples of how you can approach this. So I can't wait to hear from you in the comments below what insights you get about your child and how to best help them. Can't wait to hear. It's such an amazing approach to help you with parenting. Take that deep breath and you can do this. And always start with, working with your own angels yourself, because the more that you do it for you, your child is going to learn that by osmosis. They learn by example. They learn by what we do, not by what we say. So if you do these things for yourself, it will naturally encourage your child to be curious about learning how to do it for him or herself too. Very soon, I'm going to be doing a free masterclass on how to connect with your angels or spirit guides. So if you need to learn the tools to connect and open up your communication, go ahead and sign up for that free masterclass at communicatewithanGels.com/masterclass. I'm live there with you, answering your questions. You want to show up and have this amazing experience with me and your spiritual community. And on the topic of parenting, recently I did a video on, did you know you choose your parents? So it's a bit of a thorny topic, but it's a great one to follow up from this, to learn more about your parenting and also your relationship with your own parents. So I've linked that video right here. Go ahead and watch that one next. I'll see you there.